Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I got an Instagram account. This is my ID and I'm and I've been wanting an Instagram account for the longest time, but I got it because of a really nice excuse from school. So now you can follow me on Instagram. Now, over the course of the last 5 or 6 months, I have tried out a lot of glam tips from many YouTubers and my family and friends, which have some worked and not worked for me. And based on that, I've kind of built this soft glam routine for myself that I use whenever I'm going out of the house for no matter what. And this works wonders. I am really in love with these few tips that I've curated over these past 5 to 6 months that I would like to share with you today. First of all, let's talk about lips. Now, I have very chapped and dry lips. Part of the reason because I'm a very dehydrated individual, I forget to drink water for the whole day and then I have to remind myself that I need to drink water to survive. So, what I've been doing is number one, I've been using this scrub by Mama Earth. I don't use this like as a part of the routine as such, but sometimes when I'm feeling my lips are a little too chapped, then I'll just scrub my lips for a bit, and after 5 minutes I'll wipe that off and put on the lip balm that's in the kit, and it has helped a bit to get rid of the chappy parts. Now that is on a routinely basis. What do I do when I'm going out and my lips have those black crusty bits on them? So I have recently been using lip oil. Caution for this video. All the cosmetics or things that I'm using are some things that my mom bought maybe recently or a long time ago and we found literally no use for, or maybe my mom is currently using and I decided to try them on and they work for me as well. What I do when I'm going out is I put on this lip oil first on my lips to kind of settle out the chappiness, and then I put on a nude shaped lipstick. Now, it is very important for you to find out the right kind of nude shade that will suit you, because if the shade is too light, then it will surely be visible that you've put something onto your lips. But if it's the right shade, like this one I found in my mom's lipstick collection, it should not be visible. Like, I have this on my lips right now, and I think you can barely tell that I have something on my lips, and that is what you want with the nude shade that you'll be choosing. Next up is body lotion. My biggest tips with the body lotion is the fact that it kind of dries out within 6 hours, and when you kind of scratch, you have those white lines on, and when you're out and meeting someone, it looks really bad out there. And another ick that I have with the body lotion is that many body lotions that do solve that problem are actually heavy on the skin. And I hate products that feel heavy on my skin. So this is something my mom taught me. What you need to do, take an empty bottle, mix rose water and glycerin, and mix it up and put it on your body baths. It is a great substitute for body lotion, and number one, it does not dry out quickly because it has glycerin. I have been trying it for the past many months, even in winter months, and it has worked. However, if you feel like it's drying you out, maybe you've only put less glycerin, so put in more glycerin, and you can always adjust the levels according to whether it's summer or winter, but this one does not dry out and this works absolutely well. This leaves your skin so baby soft and it feels so nice to just feel yourself. Awesome trick. Following up with some lash care. Now, I've been told right since childhood that my lashes are long and nice. But the one thing about them was they always droop down. Now, the easiest solution that people look for is a lash curler and lash extensions. But my mom got this transparent mascara a while back and I decided to try it. And that has worked wonders. Because number one, there are no visible lash clumps, those black clumps. So you can literally put it on everywhere. If you're a student, you can put it on for places where mascara and makeup are not allowed. and you can put it up in daily use and it's barely noticeable, but it lifts your eyelashes up so much. Like I've put it on right now and it works wonders. You can also use it as a brow gel. However, if you don't want to buy a transparent mascara, then the best hack for it is take a mascara brush and some Vaseline and use that as your mascara gel, and it's gonna work wonders. One thing that does determine how you look throughout the day is your hair. For the longest time, I'd had this problem where my hair would get greasy just within 2 days, and I had to hair wash every single day. But since the time that I've watched this video and I've been following these steps to the T, my hair have been fresh and squeaky clean for at least 4 days. This has literally worked wonders for my hair, and I do highly recommend to follow this video. I do not use any products recommended, nor is this video sponsored, but you need to try these techniques out. They are awesome and will definitely work and help your hair if you're someone like me. See the red? I have had the longest desire to color my hair red, but I could not do so because of two primary reasons. Number one, I am a school student and schools have rules. And number two, my parents and I were kind of concerned that I might ruin my hair. If you're a school student like me, this is what I suggest. Number one, choose to color your hair at the start of your summer holidays, because by the end of those, your color will most likely fade. Second, choose to only color your ends, because by the end of your summer holidays, your hair will grow and then you can choose to have a haircut and start with a fresh slate. And third, if you have black hair, either bleach your ends, because otherwise the color won't get onto your hair. This is something I learned by trial and error. I got some color, I got it on, but it did not really color my hair. And then I realized I needed to, first of all, either bleach my hair or use a color which would get on my hair without any bleach. For that, I would suggest this brand, Paradise. This is a non-bleach hair color, so it will get and show on your black or brown hair without using any bleach. This has been great for my hair, and it's been, I think, 3 weeks since I used this, and my color hasn't faded. You all know that you might need that little bit of extra glam while you're going out. And if you're someone who doesn't really like to use foundation or concealer just because they're heavy and they kind of melt off in the heat, here's what you can do. Take a little bit of liquid highlighter and put it on the inner corners of your eyes and spread it out. I use this liquid highlighter, and what I do, take one dot at the back of my hand and with one finger put it on the inner corners of my eyes and spread it out. I have it on right now, and it kind of gives your eyes this beautiful shine and glam that is not really visible, but it kind of just lightens up your whole face. Also, what I do use on my face is this Kiss and Blush stick. Basically, a little bit of blush is what you need. And what you need to do is put some here on these cheekbones and a little bit of on the nose for a sun-kissed look. If you suffer from bad breath like me, this is something that has helped me a lot. Instead of just brushing your teeth in the morning and getting on the go, you might want to buy a tongue scraper. Now, what does a tongue scraper do? A tongue scraper basically scrapes off all the food particles and bits that might be stuck in the cracks and crevices of your tongue. Now, here's what you'll do in your morning routine. Number one, brush your teeth and rinse off your mouth properly. Once you're done brushing your teeth, you're going to take your tongue scraper and scrape your tongue a few times till all the whiteness on the tongue has disappeared. And the third thing, you are going to take a mouthwash and rinse off your mouth to just get rid of all the excess particles that might be floating around and give your mouth a fresh scent. This has helped so much with my bad breath. Another reason you might have bad breath is bad gut health. If that might be the reason, you might want to buy some Yakult or have some extra probiotics in this week so that you can better up your gut health and then have a fresh smelling mouth. I'm sure you've heard about scrubbing your body at least once a week a lot on the internet. Here is the body scrub that I make at home once a week. Take some sugar, add coconut oil, honey, and your body wash. Mix it all together and use it to scrub your body at least once a week. And I have to tell you, it does get rid of all the dullness on your body because of the dead skin cells that are residing there. So it's better off to just do that instead of using a loofah, which can actually be infested with bacteria because of how long it has been sitting in your shower. Another thing that I've been doing for the past 1 to 2 months and has helped a lot, and I feel it makes me look a lot more put together just in general in life, is putting on nail polish on my toes. Why not hands? Again, I'm a school student, as I'm sure many of you are. So schools have rules and you can't really do that. But I do put on nail polish on my feet once every week. Why? Because after school or just in general, we have a lot of places that we go to and commute to. And many a times you're wearing open front sandals. If you are wearing open front heels or sandals, your toes being painted is such a beautiful way to just uplift your personal style and just to look more glammed up. But half the time, because we are students, we don't really have time to just be painting our nails before we are going to an event or a place. So instead, just incorporate this into your usual routine that once every week, maybe on Sundays or Saturdays, you'll clean up all the nail polish from your past applications on your toes, then put on some fresh new nail polish, and then go about your week. Face packs are something our mothers have put up on us right since childhood. Yet it is something that we have just left behind and are not following up with. Why not? Face packs are a great way to get rid of all that gunk on your face and to bring back that extra suppleness and shininess. Now, face packs can be used as a great alternative for face washes because anything natural is always better than a chemical alternative. What you can do is keep this small packet or box of basin in your bathroom, and every time before you're going to shower, just take a small bowl of curd, put in some of that basin, mix it up, put it on your face, wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Once it dries up, you can go ahead and take your shower. It is really simple and straightforward. I've done this for a while and it has been really great for my skin. However, if you cannot follow up with something like this, you can do a face pack once every 1 to 2 weeks and you should be good to go. Curd rice? Next up, your nails. Now, because we are school students, as I've mentioned, I guess like 100 times before in this video, we can't put on nail polish. But the one thing I'm sure all of you have experienced is skin that is peeling off from near your nails, especially around the cuticle region. And there's something about that skin that you just can't resist pulling off. And you just do it and then it burns when anything touches that area. And it does not look nice and it's just messy and shiny. So what you can do to prevent that? Very simple. Take some coconut oil or any oil available to you, even ghee if that is something that's available, and put a little bit on your cuticles and just rub that in. You do not need to do this every single day, but you can do this like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and your cuticles should be a lot better and not just peeling off. Now, how this one started for me was I got my mother this Korean like nail oil when I went to a trip to Japan from school, and my mother, being a typical mother, did not end up using it. So I was like, if you don't want to use it, you know what? I will use it. And I have been using it for like a few months now, and my nails have been great. So thanks, mom, for giving me that unintended push to do this. Perfume is something we all apply before going out. If not, you probably should. You're welcome. But the one thing I learned about perfume is that you should never spray it on your clothes. This is a common mistake we all make, that when we're spraying perfume, of course you should keep it at a distance and you should spray it. That's a common rule. But what we do is we spray it up on our clothes. Instead, try to spray it closer to your neck or just spray it up on your wrist and rub it in. The smell is going to last a lot longer than how it will when it's in your clothes. Last but not the least, foot soaks. Foot soaking is something I'm sure we've all seen our fathers and grandfathers do, but that is something you should be doing as well. Because number one, it kind of softens up on the dead skin that's on your feet so that you can remove it with a scrubber. And also, it kind of relaxes the muscles in your legs. Here's what I do. Take a bucket of warm, hot water, put some Dettol and Epsom salt. If you do not have Epsom salt, that's fine. But do put on some Dettol to kind of get rid of all the bacteria in your feet, which can become a primary reason why your feet smell. So if your feet smell, do this. Let it soak on for about 15-20 minutes before you rinse your feet off and apply some cream on them. One thing that my mother and I used to do in winters is that we used to wash our feet and put on some Vaseline on our feet. And once that was done, we used to just put some socks on. This is not possible in summers really, but if in winters, if it's possible for you, what you should do, put on some Vaseline, cover it with socks, leave it on overnight, and the next morning your feet should be ultra silky, soft and smooth. You can thank me later. That was all for today's video. If you like this one, please make sure to click that little button and let me know. Also, make sure to subscribe so that I get the motivation to make more such videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions bubbling up in your mind, don't keep them in, darling. Put them down in the comment section below. I'll see you soon next time.